What are you laughing about?
I have no idea what she's laughing
What
about.
is what is the joke?
I don't
I
know.
just want you to know that the title of this says Chasing Dallas season 5 episode 0.
Oh damn. Okay, my bad. It should be episode 8.
What is it, episode 9? I think something like that.
Yes,
8
it's
or 9. That might be how it ended up being 0 because I probably hit the 0 instead of 9. My bad. Well, y'all know what we here for. Y'all know what the people talking about. So listen. We is here. I'm sorry, I can't even do that.
Yeah.
We are here to discuss chasing Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
We are still down to the cabin. Mm-hmm. So, can I say something?
Mm-hmm. You probably saying what I'm thinking, but go ahead.
Oh, what you thinking? What you thinking?
That 7 was doing the absolute most for absolutely no reason.
He was doing the most. We're gonna get to all of that, but I agree. If doing the most was a person, it would be 7. Because let me say this: everybody is not meant for reality TV, right? We have these conversations about reality TV all the time, and if I'm just being honest, 7, who is very talented, is not made out. It's not cut out for. Anyway, is not cut out for reality TV, in my opinion, because first of all, you keep breaking the damn fourth wall. First rule of reality TV is you're not supposed to break the fourth wall. And for you to say something on camera and then be mad that people are talking about it on camera, that tells me that this is not your genre. This is not for you. This is not where you need to be. If you did not want to discuss anything about your life other than your music, then what you should have done was sat down with Markel and then Dario and asked them if you could do a music documentary on the making of your new album, where only thing they're doing is you in the studio, you doing your choreography, you doing your video treatments, you going and working with a stylist, because that's all you want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what this is. And you've clearly watched the seasons, which is the reason why you was coming for Jet Jeff the way you have been, is because you saw how Jet Jeff moved last season. So you clearly know who these people are, what they do, and what they bring. So you knew this wasn't your genre. You knew this wasn't where you wanted to be. I'm sorry. Go ahead, ElTeddy, Ebbie. I'm sorry. I just felt like I went on a rant just now.
It's a well-deserved rant. I don't know that he got a lot going on, and he has a lot of displaced anger. So you mad at one situation, so you decide because you mad at one situation, you gonna take it out on everybody, and then you say crazy shit to the people, and then later on you have to come back and apologize.
Wait a minute. I have people waiting on the background on my main channel. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Maybe you got something scheduled on your main channel.
Okay.
I deleted that off my main channel. It should have deleted. Hold on, let me go delete that. Because it should have deleted. Because I had put it on the wrong channel at first, but I thought I deleted it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Y'all go ahead. Let me handle this, please.
Okay. Here's the situation. He does possess one thing that makes him built for gay reality TV, and that is delusions of grandeur. That is certainly what the hell he possesses, because at one point in this episode, he went on his own mini rant as if he was Rakim the God, KRS-One, Biggie, Tupac, Nas, and all of the greats wrapped into one. And I was just like you was just the lyricist of all lyricists, and you was just sir. Prior to chasing Dallas, I had no knowledge that you had a rap career. Let's just be clear. None at all. None. But you around here especially when he went on this. Don't ever compare yourself to me. Don't ever think you in my lane. Don't ever think that we're. Wait, what, sir, sir, sir? You you're not even better than the person whose back you're blowing out or who's blowing your back out. Let's just be clear. If we want to be brutally honest, that's what incensed me. And then there was this whole colorism and him calling Jeff light skin over and over and over and over and over. That I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, where's this coming from? It was just so ridiculous. It was so goddamn ridiculous. I mean, you would have thought that he was the color of my hat. You would have thought that he was this kind of black. The way he kept calling Jeff light skin and your light skin privilege. I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Did I miss something? Did I miss some privilege that Jeff was getting? I don't.
No, you didn't miss anything. I felt it was disingenuous and disrespectful to reduce down any work in anything that Jeff had done to him being light skinned, and that's the only reason why he's where he is. And
because he ain't putting no work in, right? He ain't doing no work. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl.
Mm-hmm. Now we know that statement has been known to be true. That if you are, I guess, palatable black, and that is more acceptable than dark skin people. This is the scuttlebutt going around, because there's a conversation happening about content creators and the pay disparity, and how if you darker skinned black, if you're a darker skinned black person, you have to do more in order to get paid the same amount as someone who may be lighter skinned or white. So that it does happen. However, to reduce this man's career that he's been working on, and we clearly see him putting in the work.
Clearly see.
We see him on the charts. We see him in the studio. We see him making videos. We see him doing all of that. And to reduce all of that down to, oh, it's because you are light skinned and you mediocre, so they just gonna let you do blah blah blah. It's disrespect.
I mean, if we
I appreciate that he came back around in the confessional and apologized.
I did not. It that didn't seem genuine at all. That seemed like production came to him and said, listen, we can't have this on our platform. You need to come clean this shit up. And that's what he did. Because I really believe, left to himself, that would have never happened. I really believe. I mean, it was better than what he did at the end of last week's episode. Because what that shit he did at the end of last week's episode, he could have kept that. That was ridiculous. But this whole apologizing that he did, it seemed very disingenuous. Like it screen production said, listen, we don't want our platform associated with this type of stuff, so you need to go ahead and clean this up. And that's what he had to do. But the way he tries to reduce Jeff to his skin tone, what if we did that to you, Seven? Because I might say, well, the only reason that people are giving you a platform as a black gay man is because you feed into their stereotypes that all we are is raunchy sex, that's all we are is our sexuality and us having sex, because that's all we've heard from you is songs about sex, 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 and more sex. What if we did that? I mean, where do we draw the line?
So that's how I feel, to be perfectly honest with you. That's how I feel about, I agree with you, ElTeddy. I felt like that apology was bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. When somebody can't fully articulate what they're apologizing for, I have to question the sincerity of the apology. Do I think that in hindsight, he sobered up and realized, oops, maybe I did too much. Maybe I went too far. Maybe I said some things that I shouldn't have said. However, I don't know if he fully understood what part of what he said was the most offensive. Because he went like, he was like, well, you know, as somebody who, you know, has had to deal with homophobia, as somebody, like he said that 20 times. And my thing is, first of all, and I said this last week, what pisses me off is I hate that you're trying to, first of all, it makes me feel like you don't understand the history of hip hop, that you would act like Latino people did not have a part in the history of hip hop. And I really would need you to do your research and realize the foundation with them very much tied in. I just need you to understand that, you know.
But really, he was screaming from the rooftops that he was the aficionado and everybody needed to listen to him because he was the only one there that knew the history of hip hop. And it was like, what? What?
But I mean, that's just like people who, the conversation that we, you know, I've had on my channel a few times as it relates to ghostwriters. And I was like, for anybody, I say, y'all going to stop listening to these people who act like ghostwriters don't make you real hip hop. When ghostwriters have existed since the beginning of hip hop, we can go back to the Sugar Hill Gang. They didn't write that song. The first gold, you know, certified gold rap album in the history of rap. The Sugar Hill Gang did not write that whole song. Now, I'm not saying they didn't put a line or two here or there, but that was not like they sat down and that was strictly off of the dome. You know what I mean? And we can look at ghostwriting throughout. So again, people put these parameters on things when they don't really understand or know the full history and know the brevity of what it is. So that part kind of irritated me, because to totally disregard him because he's a Latin rapper, like, stop it. Like, you to me are making yourself sound ignorant. But I mean, he did give us what the hell? Okay. He did give a semi whatever. So the next morning, everybody wakes up. We have JC and Marquise cooking in the kitchen. I remember, did anybody say whether the food was good or not? Did they say the food was good?
The food became an afterthought after 7 came down with all of his histrionics and dramatics.
Right. But I was just wondering, I didn't catch it, so I didn't know if anybody else had caught it. So
I don't think anybody, and I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize, but I don't think we've heard anybody complain about Marquise's food or how it tastes. I haven't heard that yet. I don't think we have.
I haven't either. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry.
I really want to try out his seasoning and see how it tastes. I really do want to.
I wanted to count how many times he said seasoning.
Yeah, I'm gonna order some. I'm gonna order some to see how it tastes. I will.
Okay,
but it's not out yet, is it?
I don't think it's out. I don't think Sean's scent is out. I think the only thing that is available are them candles and that waist trainer. And for that, I'm going to shout out. Listen, we can. Well,
God.
Now listen, we can say what we want to say about JC and his histrionics, but JC is definitely putting out products. Okay. JC said you're gonna get this 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock commercial.
Ain't nobody buying it though, bro.
Listen, we don't know that, because I might buy one of them candles. You don't know.
Listen,
why everybody I can see you buying the candles.
These candles, and today is the first time I actually remember seeing the candle commercial. I don't know how I blocked it.
I've never seen the candle commercial. Never.
I saw it this time.
Oh,
it was
pretty amazing.
Because you lit the candle, then the man in the tub, and then the man came, blew the candle out, and then poured the hot wax on your chest.
Oh, I did see the man pour, because as I was fast forwarding, I was like, well, what is happening here? I saw the man pouring the
That's the first time I saw it, because I keep hearing everybody talk about this candle commercial, and I was like, I am completely, what am I doing when the commercials are happening?
He showed that commercial 20 times.
I always fast forward through the commercials. I'm just being honest.
Me too, but I caught that one. Okay, well, there's that. Hey, Don Dombo. Thank you, Miss Pretty Amazing. I'm glad I can help you, and I'm a pray for you and keep you in my prayers as you say you're going through a tough time. Amen. So with that being said, All of a sudden, we start hearing screaming and hollering and screaming, coming from 7, and he is on the phone. Can I tell you what's funny? We have all been in that situation where you in a group and somebody in a group is on a phone call that you know you really shouldn't be listening to, but you can't stop listening because you like, oh, what the hell is going on? So when they started hearing 7 hollering and screaming, they were all sitting there eating breakfast, trying to pretend like they were still trying to focus on breakfast, but wasn't nobody really focusing on breakfast anymore. Like ElTeddy said, we were not paying attention to the food.
Okay, but did you hear where we got the whole situation that happened? Did you hear him say, "Well, at least I don't know why you giving all this grief, and you was the one in other people's DMs." I said, "Oh, so that's what happened."
Yes,
you was in people's DMs.
Yes, it sounds
but
like
what were you mad about, 7? You admitted you met him in the goddamn DMs. That's how you met the man. You said that. Not us. So you expect it to just be cut off now?
Don't mean that makes it okay.
You know, the old people say how you meet them is how you lose them. That's how the old people say it. That's what they used to say around my parts.
I think they said that in regards to cheating and going outside of your relationship and doing that's what that is too. Not just because I met you at the grocery store mean I'm gonna lose you at the grocery store. That's not.
But I'm not saying at the grocery store, but you meeting them you sliding in the DMs.
Okay.
I don't know if he was with somebody at that time, when he slid in the DMs or not. I don't know what Kesey's situation was, but you slid in the DMs, and you think you're the only one that slid in the DMs? Obviously, the DMs is popping over there. I ain't never been in a man's DMs.
Listen, it goes down in the DMs is what they heard.
Okay.
Now listen, Robert told a lot on the after show, Ravine. I did not listen. I didn't watch the whole after show, but Robert was telling a lot. Okay. Robert was a little drunk, and he was telling it all. So I had to finish watching the after show. But I know Robert talked about
I'll go watch it.
People being in the hot tub naked and people falling asleep and waking up in other people's beds. And yeah, Robert talked about some things, honey.
I might have to go watch this.
Oh yeah, it was Robert was telling it. So I'll tell you, Ravine, you right. You drop in the chat what I don't say. I know that Robert has said that Marquise and Astro was in the hot tub naked.
Well, and we know that's why Astro told Kesey that Marquise was backing it up on 7 because they fucking and he was mad.
And then he said that Teddy was in the hot tub naked with him. But then Teddy got on the link and said that he had on a thong. But I don't mean no harm. We know the difference between a thong and naked, Teddy. We know the difference between a thong and naked. Okay.
Right.
Your dick and balls was out.
Soaked in the water, sir. You are naked.
Your dick and balls was out, sir. Twigs and berries was out.
Right. So then, no, Marco, no, nothing I said gave validity to anything Astro said. That's not what I said. I said Astro. Maybe did I misspeak? I said that Astro and Marquise were in the hot tub. I didn't say 7 was in that hot tub. Did I say that?
Right. 7 ain't got nothing to do with what?
Yeah, 7 didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
Up too.
Astro admitted that he said everything that 7 said, and I think that Astro. So okay, see now I'm going all over the place. I think Astro said exactly what 7 said he said, but I think it was done out of jealousy. I think that maybe he might have looked and felt some kind of way. Maybe 7 and Marquise were laughing a little too hard. Maybe they were in the kitchen talking, but I do not think there was anything sexual, flirty, nefarious.
Right.
Robert said 7 was backing into Marquise. Oh, well, now if Robert said
no, but here's what I'm going to say about that. Really, it could have been a situation where it could have been a situation where it could have been like music playing and stuff like that. And you know, we drunk music playing. People could go dance on anybody. You know, I could back it up on somebody. That ain't mean we fucking.
Especially if you play back that ass up, that probably would be the program.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think 7 did any. First of all, 7 was drunk but not stupid. Like 7 knew exactly where he was, the room he was in. Like I don't think for any minute that 7 did anything inappropriate. I think that Astro put 20 on 10 because Astro and Marquise got this weird thing that they got going on. That's
He
my
was being malicious. He
that's my
absolutely was being malicious.
yeah. Yeah.
And let me say this. He's and I just want to interject this. Kesey, let me give you come here, Kesey. Come here, Kesey. Come to the whiteboard. Come to the whiteboard. You need to watch the friends you keep. You need to watch the friends you keep as well. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I have concerns about the nature of this relationship because 7 does give me verbally abusive. I could see that. I absolutely.
But they were. But I would no. I'm gonna say this. They were giving it to each other. We just couldn't hear Kesey because Kesey even admitted that today when they were on live today. Kesey was like, "I was giving it to 7, just like 7 was giving it to me." We just couldn't hear.
No. I'm not saying that Kesey wasn't, and there's a difference between us going back and forward to you being verbally abusive. Hell, 7 is verbally abusive to people on the cast, on the freaking cast. In this weekend and during this situation, and so that's why I'm saying, if me and my boyfriend going back and forth, we may say some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, it may be some, but I can see how 7 dealt with other members of the cast because we saw he was emotional this weekend, very emotional that weekend, in the cabin trip. And when his emotions, he even said in his confessional, when I'm drunk or when I get upset, you can't tell me nothing. It's just gonna all go out. You're gonna just have to deal with it. And when you become an adult, that's not how you handle yourself as an adult. It's not a situation where I'm just gonna do it and you just gonna have to deal with it. No, sir, there are repercussions for the things that you do. I'm just saying. But the point that I'm making is I feel like how 7 behaved in the cabin, it did give me verbally abusive. That's just what it gave me. I don't know.
Marco, I'm sorry, babe. I misunderstood you. My bad. So let me say, okay, so let's get back to this. So 7 is upset because Kesey called him fussing and cussing because he was like, you let everybody know that we're not together. You told everybody we ain't together. And you was backing it up on Marquise and you was flirting and you was doing this and doing that. And 7 is going off. Well, and 7 is like, it could only have come from one person, which is Astro, because that's the only person on the cast that Kesey talks to. Astro ain't nowhere to be found. So it's this whole back and forth until Astro comes upstairs. Poor Astro walks into the middle of the bullshit and was like, wait, what? Who, what, when, where, how? Well, we find out that Astro he was actually the one that called Kesey in the middle of the night and told Kesey, your man is down here telling the people that we ain't together. Now, I'm about to give an unpopular opinion because I think everybody ready to jump on Astro. The first half of what Astro said, I'm not mad at him. The second half, I think he was putting 20 on 10. But if we are all on a group trip and ElTeddy had just broke up with the Bay and we all together, ElTeddy didn't come, and the Bay is like, yeah, I'm single and ready to mingle. And I got ElTeddy, who's my friend in real life. Like, it ain't no TV bullshit. We are really friends. And I got ElTeddy texting me talking about my man. I would tell him the same thing. I'd be like, oh, well, you need to call your man and y'all need to get on the same page because he down here telling everybody y'all ain't together no more. Now,
but in 7's defense, 7, I agree with 7 when 7 said, but that's supposed to be your friend. He tell you what the fuck going on. If y'all that close of friends, he should have told you that I told his bitch ass we ain't together no more. It should be a news flash to you, boo. That's why he ain't here.
But what I'm saying is, you know how you break up with somebody, but you still, it ain't that. 7 was talking like there was an exclamation point, period. The book is closed, chapter, verse. That's all. And it sounds like Kesey was like, we had a really bad fight, but that's still my man. You know what I mean? Like, and if that's my friend, I'm gonna be like, well, y'all need to talk. Because clearly y'all are not on the same page. Now, like I said, the second part of what was said, I think Astro was putting 20 on 10. But the first part, I'm be honest with you, I'm doing the same thing. I'm gonna be like, ElTeddy, you may want to call the babe because the babe down here telling everybody something totally different than what you told me. So y'all are clearly not on the same page.
I would have been like, I thought you said that y'all.
Yeah, like it ain't the man.
I don't understand what's happening because I would call you immediately. Like, I thought you told me that y'all was just taking a short break and you know y'all gonna get together. This nigga out here like he footloose and fancy free. Now,
right, and he was like,
tell me how I need to move. Do I need to show my ass over here or what we doing? Is this still your nigga? What's happening?
Right. And Seven was like, and I don't go back. I don't do back seas. When I'm done, I'm done. I don't go back. Like, it was real final.
Which is why I don't feel like, I feel like Seven told him, that's it. We done. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like Seven said to Kesey, that's it. I don't do this fuck shit. You can go ahead and we can keep it moving. You do your thing and I do. And in Seven's mind, he absolutely meant that. But Keith, you know how sometimes you would tell somebody it's over and the other person act like they don't hear what you saying, like they act like it ain't real. Like child, it ain't.
Was really awesome. No, babe, you can't quit me. I don't. That's cute. I'll see you later. Go get the stress off your shoulder. I see you later at the house. It's over. Okay, cool. I'll see you later. Love you.
Wait, Marco said Kesey drove Seven. I mean, Seven drove Kesey's car. Oh, that was Kesey's car. I don't know who car he drove. I don't know.
I wouldn't know about.
Wait, didn't Astro come with Kesey? I mean, with Seven.
Yes, at least that's what I heard.
They told us.
That's his ride. That's his ride. So I'm assuming that they came in the car together.
No, they showed us them getting out the car.
Child, I don't remember just seeing them get out the car.
I know that was Kesey's car.
I know I heard somebody who was like, well, that's his ride. So, But my thing is, if you, my friend, and you say that's your man, but your man's is out here talking about is get dick fuck bitches. I'll be like, I was like, are you? First of all, I'm gonna go to the my friend's man and be like, hey nigga, are you sure that this is what it is? I'm gonna get confirmation first because I'm not gonna approach my friend on some bullshit. So I'm gonna go up to his bae and be like, so now explain to me exactly what is happening. Y'all not together no more. Y'all not. What are you doing? Y'all on a break? Y'all cooling out? What's happening?
But wait a minute. Y'all rolled all these hours together. Wait, no. Ebbie, they rolled several hours together from Dallas to fucking Oklahoma. That's probably a conversation that y'all should have had in the goddamn car.
Well, not if Kesey didn't say he was single until they got to the cabin. Kesey didn't say. Kesey didn't say. He said don't. Seven was saying don't ask me about Kesey. You know we not on good terms right now. Don't nobody say nothing to me about Kesey. None of that.
But Seven knows that Astro is Kesey's friend.
And then he said several hours in, well, we broke up. Since everybody asking questions and want to know, we broke up.
Seven knows Kesey and Astros are friends. Allegedly real friends. Okay. When Astro get in that car, if I'm Kesey's friend, my first question is, what the fuck is Kesey? And why is he not here? Especially if they drive it in Kesey's car. Hello? And that's when Seven would have been like,
he could have gotten in the car and asked that question and he still would have got that same answer. Don't ask me no fucking questions.
But then you admit it. Wait a minute. But that's why it's so disingenuous now, because you don't want to tell Astro, Kesey's actual friend, in all of these hours y'all riding up here, but you willing to just blurt it out there on in front of the camera and in front of people who don't give a shit about you and or Kesey in your estimation. You willing to tell them just openly, but you can't tell me who I'm really Kesey's friend, and we don't rode in this car hour after hour, and I asked you when I got in the car, where's my dog?
First of all, he doesn't owe you no fucking explanation about any fucking thing that's happening. So if he didn't feel like he wanted to talk about it with you in the car ride on the way over there, because he was stewing in his feelings, and then once he got some liquor in him, he decided to blurt out the information. That just is what it is.
But if you remember, when he first walked in the house, he said, everybody's going to ask me why Kesey is not with us. He said that when he first walked in the house.
He said it in his confessional.
No. When he walked into the door, because remember, everybody had went to the grocery store. Everybody had went to the grocery store. As they were walking in the door, because I wrote that in my notes, he said, everybody's going to want to know where Kesey is. And he said it again in the confessional. Something ain't adding up for me. Something ain't adding up.
What's not adding up? What I missed? I'm sorry, y'all. That was my mama child. What's happening?
That they rolled all them hours in the car together, and y'all never discussed the fact that you and Kesey was broken up, and y'all was in Kesey's car, allegedly.
Like, I don't.
No, they were in Kesey's car because they said that earlier.
Right, we got that it's in Kesey's car. That doesn't mean that just because you're Kesey's friend, I'm going to have a conversation with you about my relationship with my man. Listen, if you got the car,
that's all the more reason.
Because
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Savage at first was very stonewall. Don't ask me no questions. I'm not talking about it. Blah, blue, blue, blue. If he has been stuck on this, we not using my relationship as a storyline, I can understand why he didn't say anything to Astro on the ride there. It wasn't until he got liquored up that he blurted out the fact that they not together anymore.
And I can understand why, like, so if you're coming to pick me up and you're driving ElTeddy's car, and I have no reason to think or no reason to believe that you and ElTeddy are no longer a couple, and you probably, like, Seven probably drives Kesey's car all the time. It wouldn't occur to me to be like, it wouldn't occur to me.
If I'm on a cash trip, though, this is a cash trip. We all on the same show, and when you drive, I'm gonna say, "Hey, where Kesey at? I thought he was coming."
Right, and Seven, like Ebbie just said, Seven probably just said he not coming. And again, the way Seven's personality is, Astro may or may not have pushed it. He may have just said, "Well, I'm just text my friend because Seven be on that bullshit sometimes." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Which also leads me to believe, I believe Astro knew, because, like you said, he may not have talked to Seven about it, but I believe wholeheartedly he would have texted, "What's up? I thought you was coming." He would have texted his friend, "I thought you was coming. Where you at? What's going on? You all right?"
But that goes back to what we're saying. I believe Astro knew they had a fight. I believe Astro knew they was having a moment, but I don't believe that Astro knew, and that's why I think Astro did, and I understood why Astro turned around and texted his friend, because if he talked to Kesey and Kesey was like, "Yo, he tripping. We got into an argument. I don't even feel like dealing with him this weekend. I told him to take the car. He could just go ahead and go on the cash trip." I could see that being the conversation, and then later on that night, like you said, Seven get a couple of drinks in him, and now all of a sudden we not together. I ain't going back. I deserve better. You saw how he was, and that was the edited version we saw. Who knows how much of a rant he went on once he got to drinking. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with what you're saying, but that makes sense to me why Astro didn't think it was a big deal until Seven started talking that shit. That's what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I mean, I'm not saying you agree with
Kesey's estimation of the situation that he would have relayed to Astro was that, we just not on the same page right now. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Not me and this
Especially
nigga
since
not
he pulled
together.
up in TC car. Right, because again, the way Seven was talking, then why you driving it? Like, if you felt like that, why would you even want to take his car? I wouldn't want to have shit to do with you. I wouldn't want nothing that belonged to you. I wouldn't, because I mean, that's my personality, because I don't want you to be able to put nothing over my head. Like, if I'm really done with you, I damn sure ain't taking your car across state lines.
Listen. For you to get mad and then your feelings, then report the car stolen and some more shit, and then I had to really
that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was really, but that's why I feel like that's why I understood all the more reason why Astro texted his friend like, "Yo, what you told me and what he told me ain't adding up. You might want to talk to your man." Because like Astro said, that Kesey was texting him like, "My man, my man, my man, my man." You know, but anyway, so they get to arguing, child, and that the whole house is the whole thing. Astro gets upset because he feels like everybody's yelling at him, which they kind of were. Robert goes to talk to him, and I think that was a good moment. I mean, I know Robert gets a lot of shit. I know he gets a lot of bullshit, a lot of flack about him starting shit and this, and this, and this, and that. But I thought that was a good moment. Robert went downstairs to talk to Astro away from everybody else and tell him, look, I don't think you meant nothing by it. I don't think you meant any ill, any malice, but it did come off messy, which is why you got the reaction that you got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what y'all think? I agree with you, Astro probably. I agree.
I think Astro knew Kesey wasn't coming before he even.
I agree. I think Astro knew Kesey wasn't coming before he got in that car. I agree. But that's why, again, all the more reason why Seven started talking shit. I think that's why Astro was like, wait, what? But go ahead, ElTeddy. I'm sorry.
I just feel like Seven presents himself as someone willing to do and say whatever it is to put him in a positive light. That's how he comes off. He comes, it's almost narcissistic. It's almost narcissistic because everything has to be his way. Everything has to bend to how he sees it or how he positions himself. And a lot of it is untrue, unrealistic, and is he just, for me, Seven, you would have did better never coming on this show. I'm gonna just be honest. This show is not doing you no favors, none at all. None at all. All of this cussing that you doing it. And then first of all, if you my man or my ex or whatever that is, and I know you in the company of a whole household full of people who may or may not like me and you or what we had going on, and I get the slightest inkling that I'm on fucking speakerphone. Oh, bitch, I'm hanging up this phone. Oh no, you're not gonna get all of this. I don't play them games. I don't play them games at all. You got me on speakerphone. This is a show that is being taped, and thousands of people are about to ingest all that we got going on, the interpersonal relationship between us and our relationship. No, ma'am. Baby, I'm hanging this up. Matter of fact, you think you doubling down on us being single. By the time we would have got through with all of that and you got me on speakerphone, we absolutely the fuck would have been single. By the time we would have got through with that. Matter of fact, I would have been that bitch. Oklahoma state troopers. Yes, I'd like to report that my car was stolen. My license tag number is ABC 123. If you see it, please know that it is stolen and I'd like it returned to me. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm about to be real petty. I ain't playing that fuck shit. Because Seven be on the bullshit. Seven is on the fuck shit and the bullshit. But what do you expect? He gives me, he's the lowest. He gives me a south of 75 IQ score anyway. So I expect that from Seven.
Oh my. That's a lot. Um,
He gives me low IQ score. I'm just being honest.
He doesn't give me low IQ score. He just gives me asshole. Like I don't think
right.
I don't think I don't think he's unintelligent. I just think that I think he's very arrogant, and I think I don't get that. But okay. Seven said on the after show that he has always walked away from a relationship when it didn't work out. However, he loves Kesey and he was going to do something different and work things out with him. Okay, well, you know.
But you was the same one on the episode saying ain't no going back, ain't no second chances, ain't no well, once I'm done with you, that's it. Well, sir, it wasn't it. Y'all are back together, and now to me, everything that you say to me, I have to call into question that. Shut up, stupid Google. Now everything you say to me, I call into question.
But okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just for me, I'm just saying, just for me, I call into question now when you tell me something, I have no reason to believe you. I have no reason to believe that you're going to stick to that. I just don't know. I just don't know.
But I think that's the point that he's trying to make, that that's who he used to be, and he's trying to do something different.
No, he didn't say that's who he used to be. He said that's who he is.
No, that is what Powerful said, that's what he said on the after show, that he's always been the kind of person that walks away, and because he loves Kesey, he's going to do something different and work things out with him. So I'm saying I don't think he was lying. I think that's who he always was, but he's trying to do something different this time. That is what I got from that.
Right. Because
I didn't watch the after show. I didn't watch
that and expected something different to happen. If you want something different to happen, you got to do something different to get a different result. Right. And if you always just hang it up and walked away, then that's why you always by yourself. So this time he has decided to do the hard work for the relationship and try and work it out. So I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. Because if you used to feeling your oats and I don't have to take this from you because there is 16 niggas in my DMs behind you waiting to take your spot, and I don't have to put up with none of this bullshit that you're talking about, whatever. And so you've always felt, well, I can walk away because there's 10 other niggas behind you. If that's, you know what I'm saying? If that's really what it is. But if you now feeling like you want to mature and grow and you want a long-lasting relationship, you can't cut and run the first time there's a sign of trouble. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same point in time, you're a pompous ass who was willing to spill all of our business all over Al Gore's good internet. All over it. All the fuck over it.
But that part is Kesey's cross to bear. That's if Kesey.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. My 7 is who he is. 7 is who we thought he was. 7 is who he is. I look at Kesey and I say to Kesey, you got to start to see these people. You got to have better discernment and start to see these people for who they are. And when they show you who they are, you go with that.
Because Kesey is quiet doesn't mean he's any less toxic, arrogant, or an asshole than 7.
I'm not saying that either. I'm not saying that either.
Like I said, you couldn't hear Kesey. They said Kesey was giving it just as good as 7 was. We just could not hear him.
I mean, for me, here's the telling thing for me. Just for me, if I'm in a relationship and I'm on this show with the person that I'm with, and we going through something, and I know we're liable to fight and have. I don't want that shit all over. Just me personally, how I carry myself. I don't want my shit all out in the streets. I'm a very private person. Baby, I'm not going out there doing all of that. We're not going to display this in front of the people. I'm going to say my ass home. Now, I say that to say this. Even if Kesey was cussing him out, it may have been, I take it as a situation as, oh, bitch, you going to put me on speakerphone in front of all of these people? All right, well then, let me give you the show that you want. I'm gonna show my whole ass then. Come on, let's get some there.
But I think that goes back to where I started with this whole conversation at the beginning of the review. I do not think this is the avenue for 7. If you are a private person, reality TV is not the place. Like, then you should never agree to do reality TV. That's my opinion.
Especially not chasing Dallas when all last season, Kesey's storyline was whether or not he was with Dior. And then you come this season and y'all are actually a real couple, whereas last year that was not a real couple. And you think that's not going to be a storyline, and then you get mad and damn near want to fight people because they're asking questions about it. And you wanted to fight Jeff in the cabin when you volunteered the information saying that y'all was broken up. You told Jeff that y'all there was trouble in paradise, that y'all had issues, that you was single, and now you get mad with Jeff because he bring it up. You brought it up. A mess.
And I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying. I kind of agree with everything you just said, which is scary as fuck to me. But
what's wrong with that?
We agree with you.
Right.
Ebbie, does that not scare you when I agree with ElTeddy?
It does a little bit.
Thank you. Exactly, as it should. Anyway, well,
I'm always right. Well,
speaking of this whole
okay, wait a minute. This nigga said he always.
Speaking of the whole Jeff situation. Let's go. Okay, so after this happened, there's a blowback. I don't know, somebody. Okay, it's gone now. After this happened, Jeff took them people outside to work out with them. Now listen, for as much as I give Tedley shit, I would have been Tedley in that moment. They was drunk as hell, and then they got up and they kept drinking. They had mimosas. Baby, I am Tedley.
Maybe I would have sat down and watched y'all. Maybe the way I would have said, really be, when we go on this good birthday trip, don't you be out here talking about me finna work out, because the way I'm finna be drunk, I'm gonna be laid out. I'm just telling you now. We gonna be laid out.
Let me be very clear. And all the trips that we have taken, workout hasn't even been a suggestion anywhere near around
laid out.
Our trips. And we not.
I'm getting ready to show you the extent of the working out I'm going to be doing. Are you watching me right now?
Mm-hmm.
I need your eyes.
I hope it's a cup going like this. Yeah, that's all about working out.
That is the extent
now. If I find now, I ain't gonna lie. If I find the right island man, I might get me a workout in the room. Don't come a knocking if you hear something.
Now he gonna put a sock on the doorknob. Okay.
No, I ain't gonna put no sock on the door. You can listen at the door. Put a little cup to the door if you want to hear. Now I'll let you listen at the door, and if you want, you can open the door.
No, sir, I refuse. I refuse.
Nobody's doing that. With that being said, though, the most working out I plan to do is from the pool to the beach, back to the beach to the pool, stopping through the kitchen on the way to get a snack and refresh my drink. That's the extent of that.
I figure out how to make a picture, an ice cold picture for us to take to so we ain't got to go back and forth to refill our drinks.
Yeah. But with that being said,
I would say I would be, if I was Jeff, it would have been a whole different situation. Cause not me trying to be like, oh well, we're here for you and we just want to make sure that you're good and all those things, because clearly you going through it after this big debacle this morning, and for you to turn on me, talk about I'm being messy and not being nasty,
right? But no, but Ebbie, the other people agreed with
the way I would have cussed you out in that tower.
Right. No, but the other people agreed with 7. And I was like, I said to myself, maybe we missed something. Maybe they edited something out, because other people were agreeing with 7. And I was like, I did not see Jeff saying anything out of the way, shady, or anything to you at all. Seven. He didn't say a goddamn thing shady to you. I don't know how you took that as being shady. I don't know.
Well, in that moment, again, Jeff is perfect. The opposite of Seven is Jet Jeff. Jet Jeff is perfect reality TV. Yes, this activity was already planned. Yes, nobody knew you and Kesey was going to fight and get into this whole moment. But Jet Jeff was playing the reality TV game and saying, well, we just want to make sure you're good. You know, we want to, we did this for you. And again, here comes Seven, once again, breaking the fourth wall. Y'all know y'all ain't for me. You doing this because the cameras are here. You doing this because the cameras are here. The cameras. And I was like, I really need him to stop referencing the cameras. Listen, this is a reality show. Yes, we know the cameras are there, but you constantly speaking on the cameras is taking something away from the moment and the experience of this being a reality TV show. Yes, we know that this whole situation was not centered around Seven. But again, for Jet Jeff to be like, listen, we know you got a lot going on.
And we just want to be here for you. What is the problem with that?
Hey, but you going off, and then for you to be like threatening to fight him and shit, like all of that was so unnecessary. And y'all know one of my biggest pet peeves is when people blame shit on alcohol. Well, sir, were you drunk when y'all went to the maze? Because you still acting stupid. You still cussing and being unreasonable. Are you still drunk?
Like it was so ridiculous to me. It was so fucking ridiculous. At this point, Seven is out of order. He's completely out of order. And I don't know his sign, but you know,
you real sensitive.
These are the type of people who I could never see myself dating. So I see him being something like either a Pisces, a Aries, maybe a Gemini. People who I just know.
I think they already said he's an Aries.
He's an Aries. That makes sense.
I think that's what they said in the chat. I think they said he's an Aries.
Mm-hmm.
ElTeddy, can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Why you ain't shaved today?
I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow. I'm going out of town on Sunday.
Wait, you're working. Gray. It's gray, right? All up in here is gray. Just gray.
I know what I have going on. You just wanted to highlight that and showcase that off.
I mean,
you better be glad I'm in a good mood. You better be glad I'm in a good mood.
ElTeddy, you showed it.
Glad I'm in a good mood. You better be glad I'm in a good mood. You know, God is still working on me. He ain't through with me yet. God is not through with me yet. God knows
something.
God knows that the daggers that I could throw would be deadly, but I'm not gonna do that because he's still working on me in this area. I'm a work in progress.
I was just like, what ElTeddy got going on? Exactly. Well, Tracy, yeah, you're right. You're right, Tracy. You're right.
Oh. Not you 74, friend.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Which would make really be 94. I ain't did nothing today. I ain't bothered nobody. I ain't attacked nobody. And you see how people are attacking me. And I ain't did nothing but sit here and add commentary on the episode. But then they wonder. Let me put on my devil glasses and put on my devil glasses. Hold on.
Oh God, here we are.
Anyway, you're right. I started that. You're right. I take full responsibility. I started that. You're right. You're right. But I really was taken aback. Okay. So after they leave the maze where Seven damn near was about to fight Jet Jeff over nothing, which was totally like,
and poor Jet Jeff was stunned. He was like,
and even Jet Jeff was like, I'm over it. Like at this point, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. They sent Seven. I believe they sent Seven back to the house, which he should have went back to the house because he clearly didn't want to fucking be there. They go for the wine tasting. Now I feel like the last thing any of them needed was more alcohol. But they went to the wine tasting with their furs
Hey,
on.
you got JC damn near passing out and shit. The fuck? Bitch, hold your liquor. Hold your goddamn liquor.
That shit was funny as hell. JC.
Bitch was leaning over and shit like, ooh.
You know it's bad when you just standing there and you
right.
like this, just sweat.
Right.
And the poor lady said, "Are you okay?" The poor lady there was like, "You okay?"
Not even
no more for you. I'm sure she said, "No more for you. Don't worry about it. You ain't getting no more."
Right. Like he wasn't walking. Nobody touched him. Like, damn. But they did a little wine tasting, which, listen, ain't nothing wrong with getting a little wine tasting. Ain't nothing wrong with a little wine tasting. So that was cute. That was a moment. I definitely feel like they did a good job of scouting the area and finding some activities for the people to partake in. The maze was cute.
I thought they had really good activities. It's just
the
7.
Was cute.
The dark cloud that 7 cast over everything just ruined a lot of money. I really thought Jeff's, sure whether it was he that did it or whether it was production that put it together, I thought they had some really good stuff there, some really good events between the maze and the wine. That's the kind of shit that I would have been down for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. I would have definitely
and
done
this
both
dark cloud that 7 is casting over everything. You should have stayed your motherfucking ass home. Stay your ass the fuck home.
I definitely would have done both of those activities. No, Jada. 7 didn't go to the wine tasting. He came to dinner. They went to dinner later on that night. And he was at the wine tasting. Markel Logan, drop down out of the sky if you are in the sky. Because I want to know which one of y'all petty asses pan that camera in on that damn tag on
his Balenciaga jacket.
Balenciaga Gucci jacket. Okay.
Because you can't tell JC he's not the Don, the Da, and the Duh. And I thought I was the only one that saw it. I said, girl.
But no, not only did we see it, but they panned in on that shit. See, that's the petty shit that Markel be doing. All that shit was...
Girl.
Markel.
Girl.
Oh, he's so petty.
Just like they told JC it was okay to come in that goddamn confessional with them Kool-Aid braids. I'm surprised you ain't call him Kool-Aid dreadlocks like you call my boy Kool-Aid dreadlocks from David Makes a Man. His shit was worse than his. And you called that man Kool-Aid dreadlocks the whole season. You called him Kool-Aid dreadlocks that whole season of David Makes Man. But you ain't called this young man Kool-Aid dreadlocks now one time.
But I will say this. JC here is different in every scene and every confessional. He never has. It's almost like he's almost like the regime. That's what I'm gonna start calling him. I'm gonna start calling him regime. He's almost like the regime.
Don't do that to regime. Regime used to have good hairstyle. Don't do that to regime. Don't do that.
She kept a new wig.
A good one though. A good one though.
Now he still had the tag on his Gordon Gartrell jacket.
Gordon Gartrell. That's how you know that was not no mink. That wasn't no mink jacket. That was a squirrel jacket that he had on.
Markel original. I'm done. I'm stupid.
Girl, he had on that squirrel jacket. That wasn't a mink fur jacket, fur coat. That was a squirrel fur coat. I'm just being honest.
Nah, it's squirrel.
Squirrel.
Please. I had to take a double take every time JC comes on screen. He looked like a new person. Listen, he do look like a different person. I thought the dinner was nice. I thought that everybody got a chance to say what they're getting ready to do and what they're working on and things like that.
Oh no!
What happened? Who that?
Oh, Michelle mama passed away. Michelle Obama. Marion Robertson, mother of former First Lady Michelle Obama, has died at the age of 86. Oh.
gosh.
She lived a good life.
Yeah,
we're gonna pray for
she moved into the White House to help her with the kids. Oh wow.
Yeah, we love Miss Robinson. Miss Robinson, because remember Michelle's brother was coach of, I forgot what basketball.
Princeton.
It was a college
Princeton.
basketball team he was coach of.
Princeton.
Here's to you.
Princeton. No, before he went to Princeton, he was somewhere else. I don't remember him at Princeton. I remember him somewhere else before Princeton. And this is before Barack
in the Bronx River Rat. Not his coat was a Bronx River Rat. I can't.
Not a Bronx River Rat.
It was.
Yeah, I just love how she moved into that White House to help them out with the girls with all of the responsibilities. See, that's how Black folk roll. She said, I don't need no damn nanny.
Right, my mama coming.
Which I got my mama. Thank you. It was Oregon State. Thank you, Miss Maytang.
I don't trust none of you. I don't care how well y'all vetted these motherfuckers. I don't trust none of y'all with my children. My mama be
not with my children.
Don't even worry about it. Don't even, y'all can save the budget. Don't even worry about it. In fact, go on and take the money that was gonna give to the nanny and give it to my mama because she got it. Don't even.
Not with my children.
Okay. Well, with that being said, I'm sorry, we're almost at the end of this. Yes, Ebbie, I agree. I thought that was a really cute way to end the weekend. They went to dinner and they talked about what they had going on, what they had coming up, and then they had them write down something that they wanted to leave there in Oklahoma. And I love, they left insecurities, getting in my own way, second guessing myself. I thought it was a really in the way of cash trips, but for the fact of the Kesey 7 thing, like 7 was really the drama.
Ebbie, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Since you read the book, can you go check Walmart.com to see if it's really in Walmart? Sure. Or Target.com to see if Teddy's book is there? Is it even in the Library of Congress? Does it even have an ISBN number? I'm just trying to find out because these girls have a propensity for lying.
Well, first of all,
you tell us any goddamn thing.
ISBN number, Ebbie. I mean, ElTeddy.
He got it? Yeah, because it's on Amazon, so it has an ISBN number. Hold on.
So what these girls got going on?
Get the precise name of the book, and then I'll go to Walmart and.
You know what, ElTeddy? That's what I'm getting you for. I'm getting you that for Christmas.
Get me what?
I'm gonna get Teddy to sign it and everything. I'm gonna get you a signed. I'm gonna
get
you an autograph copy of his book.
Not. I mean, it'll be cold. It'll be cold during Christmas time, so we could use it for the fire. We could use it for the fireplace. Throw it on the fireplace. Get you an
autographed copy of that man book, and I'm gonna get him.
We'll throw it on the fireplace. It'll be winter time. We'll throw it on the fireplace. I'm sure it burns really well.
You're such an asshole.
I put Perseverance of Tedley and a bunch of teddy bears came up. Hold on, let me.
He said his book was in Barnes and Noble. I don't even know where there is a Barnes and Noble anymore. I think they closed them all.
No, it's a Barnes and Noble over here by me. I'll send you a picture the next time I'm at that mall. It's a Barnes and Noble over here.
I don't have no more Barnes and Nobles. I ain't seen a Barnes and Noble in years.
Matter of fact, I ran into one of my subscribers at the Barnes and Noble. She was like, "You really BTV?" I said, "Yeah, girl. Hey." I was at the Barnes and Noble. I was at the Starbucks inside of the Barnes and Noble getting me something to drink.
Powerful said they got a lot in New York. Down south, I know I ain't seen a Barnes and Noble in Miami in a long time. I ain't seen one here in the
okay,
ATL.
Well, Florida don't count because Florida is not even a part of.
Don't do what Miami is not in Florida, so that doesn't count either.
Florida, Miami, it don't belong to the United States. It's off to its own.
Ebbie's still looking. That means it ain't there.
And the great words of I'll Be Sure. It's gonna be off on its own, girl.
Yeah, it's only available on Amazon. That's the only place I can see where you can purchase it. It is not on Walmart.com. Let me go to Barnes and Noble.
It probably ain't in Barnes and Noble or Target, like he said.
Okay,
Smile is one in Perimeter. Perimeter is right here by me.
It is not. Never mind.
Perimeter Mall is right over here by me.
I think Perimeter Mall was where me and Ebbie went after we dropped you off one time, and we went and got all them damn candles.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the closest mall to me.
Let me go to Target.
So here's what it is: if you sell enough units on Amazon, I know Barnes and Noble will pick it up, and I'm thinking maybe he just didn't sell enough.
You think? Well, we got,
Yeah, it's definitely not at any of those outlets, unfortunately.
Well, we change it from first person to third person in the same paragraph or the same chapter.
Books a Million.
I be hating Tracy so much. I swear I be hating Tracy.
Why would she say, Tracy? What you say?
She said, "Wait, Teddy lied to us again." I hate her so much.
I mean, the man changed from first person to third person in the same paragraph at times. What are we talking about? Like, that's, elementary school basic grammar. Like, what are we doing?
Tracy, stop it. Oh, y'all make me so sick.
Yeah, it's not at Books a Million either. Okay. Yeah. We tried, Jesus. We tried.
That's unfortunate.
Well, that was pretty much the episode. It looks like next week we're going to have a special.
Did you see
special guest
comment, Loretta? I don't think, because they keep telling us reverse colorism doesn't exist, so I don't know.
It does.
So people say reverse colorism doesn't exist, but listen, it does, and that's how I feel about it.
And 7 is absolutely a colorist. Let's just be clear.
Because as many times as I have been dismissed, let me put it in this space, because I live in a bigger body. I have been, my struggle with weight and how I am treated in the world has absolutely been dismissed because they said I was light skinned. So clearly,
well, I told you.
I've been told because I was light skinned, it offset my fatness, because dark skinned fat Black women have
what?
There's no way.
How does that work?
I experienced the same fat discrimination as a dark skinned woman because I'm lighter skinned. I've been told that. Yes. In my intersectionality, I have been told. And then I have been told that there's no way that I have experienced racism due to me being lighter skinned, or the racism not as being as severe because I'm lighter skinned. We get dismissed out of hand when it comes to the colorism conversation immediately. Whatever we think, feel, and or speak about tends to automatically get dismissed as we don't know what we're talking about because we're lighter skinned. So how will we know?
Well, I told you that's why I don't even like having the conversation, because whatever opinion I have on colorism immediately gets dismissed because I am considered light skinned. So yeah, that's why I don't even do it.
We're not allowed to complain because we're not dark skinned, so we can't possibly have.
Yeah. Even when I tried to explain how within my family dynamic, as light as you think I am still not light enough for some members of my family. I was compared to as a white person saying I can't be racist because I have Black friends. And I don't think that's anywhere close to what I said, but that's what I was told. So I was like, yeah, I'm done. Clearly people don't understand because they don't want to understand. So
listen. Yeah, ElTeddy freeze. Oh, he's still sipping his wine.
No, I'm not frozen. I'm here.
Wait a minute. Hood Dream says, so I came in late and may have missed it, but is my boy 7 a colorist? Why does he keep bringing up Jet? Oh, okay, my bad. I'm just, okay, yeah. And my thing is this, again, it's a deeper conversation. It's a more nuanced conversation. And I'm about to sound like ElTeddy when I say this, that most people do not have or aren't willing to have the intelligence, the critical thinking skills to have the conversation.
Mm-mm.
And
They don't have
again,
the bandwidth or the nuance to have it.
And
exactly,
that damn show ain't gonna be 7. And let's be clear.
Oh boy.
7, it ain't like you blue black over there. You know what I'm saying? You would think that 7 was freaking blue black over there. The way he was throwing out, oh, light skin, this light skin. I was like, wait, what? Bruh. Let me shut up. I told you that young man ain't working with a full deck.
We were treated very different, and we have the same mom and dad. Yeah. So, anyway, it is what it is, you guys. Like I said, I told you I'm not going down that road. But that was pretty much the episode. So next week we are gonna have a celebrity couple sighting. On next week's episode, we have the the celebrity couple.
I don't deal with it. I don't deal with them at all. I'm not.
Come on.
The Charles and Miss Netta.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not.
Charles and Miss Netta will be on next week's episode.
A mess.
Charles, your lunch is ready.
Don't like 7.
So we'll be here next week to discuss that. Somebody about to go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who about to go live?
Live about what? We ain't even said nothing.
Right. We ain't even said nothing bad about these clowns.
Listen, at the way Jeremy started the chasing panel last night, if they ain't go live for that, they definitely not going live for this little stuff that we said today.
Right.
Oh Lord, what did Jeremy say?
Jeremy said that the cast is a bunch of punk ass bitches that don't want to come up here and answer no fucking questions.
They're not going to answer any questions. I agree with Jeremy. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeremy. A person and the only person there are two people who needed to answer questions. Astro came his motherfucking ass up here and lied to us. His bitch ass came up here and lied over and over and over. So what do we expect from somebody like an Astro who did come up here and lie? You expect something different from 7? 7 is a narcissist. 7 ain't shit. 7 is someone who his only good traits are he has a dick and a booty hole, and that's the only thing those are the only redeeming qualities about him. That's the only thing he raps about. That's the only thing he cares about, his dick and his booty hole. So let's just be clear. We're not expecting these people to come up here and have critical thinking skills. We're not expecting these people to come up here and be rational about things. Astro literally came on this platform with us and lied over and over and over to our face. He ain't shit. I'm not rooting for people who come up here and specifically lie to us. We ask you questions. We tell you here's the receipts. We tell you here's the evidence. And then you try to make us seem like we're stupid. Fuck you and fuck your life. This is why you're living from pillar to post. This is why you're basically a homeless person living on people's couches. And nobody gives a goddamn. This is why Kesey, your motherfucking ass, got all this shit to talk. You don't even have a fucking car to drive your ass to fucking Oklahoma. You gotta literally drive the car of the alleged person who you just broke up with. You ain't shit.
Mean 7. You say
7, not Kesey. I ain't mean that Kesey. This is 7. I meant 7, not Kesey. But 7's ass literally claims that he was single and broke up with Kesey and drove this man's car because his broke down ass ain't even got a fucking car to drive. You can't even order you don't even have a credit card to even fucking get a fucking rental car. What the fuck are we talking about? We're talking about the world's and life's troglodytes. We're talking about the derelicts of society in many of these people's cases. So we're not looking for these people to come up here with any amount of critical thinking skills. I'm sorry. I might have had a moment just then. I'm sorry. Let me be quiet. Ebbie, you have anything?
You might have.
I might have had a moment.
I think that was enough.
You done drove me to drink. I ain't ate nothing today but that fucking Twinkie.
No, but I just get mad because we're not stupid. We're not stupid, and we're not blind when it comes to the people on this show, and these delusions of grandeur that these people have because they're on YouTube. Like, really? Let me shut up, ElTeddy. Just shut up. I'm quiet. I'm on mute. I'm on mute.
Now you're on mute.
Hell, you on mute now after you done went and cussed all the people out, called them stupid and ignorant and everything else. Now you quiet? Shit. I needed you quiet 10 minutes before now.
Jada is correct. ElTeddy is the Jeremy Speaks of our family.
That's why don't nobody want to come and do no interviews, because the way y'all be talking about these people.
We just don't want the people to come up here and fucking lie to us. Rat ass bastards. I mean, you lied to us about, oh, I just had shaved for the first time. That wasn't a venereal disease all over my face. Like we believe that. Oh, okay, we not fucking.
ElTeddy, stop. ElTeddy, stop. ElTeddy, stop. Now stop.
Sometimes.
Now I'm gonna go with you on the first half of that, but not the second half. Yes, I do believe he lied about the shaving part, but we have no idea. You can't make that assumption, at least not on my platform.
You're right, Tracy. ElTeddy just did all of that, and you know who's gonna get cussed out? Me and Loretta.
Me and Ebbie.
We just here watching this. We eviscerate these people. Oh my God! Listen,
ridiculous.
Listen, as much as we love the cast members, we are going to hold you accountable for what you say and do on this particular show. And if you can't be held accountable for your actions, then maybe this is not what you need to be doing. I'm not mad that Kesey thought about this and said, "Hey, yeah, no, this is not what I don't like this. I didn't sign up for this. I don't want to do this anymore." And removing himself from the situation.
Which is why I'm Team Kesey. I'm Team Kesey. I'm Team Kesey because he's one of the few on these shows that says, listen, like he chose, I'm not coming this weekend. I know my head space ain't in the right place. Me and 7 ain't in a good place. I'm going to stay my black ass home. At the end of this season, you know what he said? You know what? I gave it a good 2 seasons. I gave it a try. This ain't my stilo. This ain't for me. Let me check the fuck out on my own terms. Those are the type of people who I can get behind. But these people who suffer from narcissism and delusions, I don't have nothing for these people. I have nothing for them. Tracy said Astro lied about being a teacher. When all shut up, ElTeddy. Shut up. Let me mute because I'll.
Okay. So here's. I don't know how to make this up on this.
Ebbie, I'm gonna let you have last words because we're about to shut this down. Okay.
Yeah, here's the thing. I can speak for myself. When we have criticisms and questions for the cast, it's coming from a place of I'm just trying to understand and get clarity. I don't want to browbeat you down. I don't want to make you feel less than or any type of way about yourself. I'm just trying to get clarity about what is being shown and what is being said and done. That's it. If just like I would love for Marquise to come back so we can have some conversations with him. I would love Astro to come back so he can revise his statements that he gave to us.
No, we don't. He gonna lie to us again.
Listen. I would love Ted Lee to come up because I have questions about his book. Now, I know that they have some trepidation with coming up because some of our panel members on our panel and on the chasing panel, when you give your criticism, there is sometimes a hint of viciousness and maliciousness that
that's aimed at you, Really B. I wouldn't take that, Really B. She talking about you, Really B. I wouldn't take that, Really B, because she talking about you.
No, I'm talking about you, beloved. And you know that.
No, ma'am. I'm never vicious. There's never any venom and vitriol over here. I just make observations.
I mean, ElTeddy, it's always vicious
It's
all the time.
always, and you may not mean it to come across that way, but that's how it is perceived. And I can understand why the cast would have some trepidation with coming up and speaking to some of us because of that. Now, Loretta and I are going to hold your feet to the fire, and we're going to ask the questions, but it's going to be tinged. It's going to have a different spin on it and a different tinge to it, to where you're not going to feel like we trying to browbeat and beat you up and cuss you out and on all those good things. It's never.
So I'm left out of that. Did I browbeat Astro when he came up here? Yeah. Was I not on good behavior when he came up here?
I will give you that, ElTeddy. You were on really good behavior until you called him a liar and cut your screen off.
Because he was lying blatantly, and somebody needed to call it out.
I'm just doing the best that I can. I'm just doing the best that I listen. Follow me on IG and TikTok and all of the social medias. I'm Ebbie Reviews everywhere. The real Ebbie Reviews or Ebbie Reviews 2 on IG, because I have 2. If you hit me up on Ebbie Reviews 2, it may take me a minute because I check that like once every 2 months. Also, me and the straight man will be here tomorrow evening at 10 p.m. to discuss this episode and get his thoughts, feelings, and opinion.
I need to know if the straight man feel the same way I do about this fuck shit that we watched.
We will see. We will see. We will see. We'll see what happens. I've already talked to him twice today. We'll see what happens. Also, me and Kiss My Cheeks TV, we're on a break until Bridgerton comes back, and then we're gonna do Bridgerton and jump into House of the Dragons on Wednesdays.
When does House of the Dragons come back?
I think we're gonna name it We Don't Care Wednesdays with me.
When does House of the Dragons come back?
June 13th.
Okay.
Everyone is not like George and Jet Jeff and standing their truth. Listen, Jet Jeff is going, not only is he going to say that yes, I said it, and I may have been a little messy when I said it, and then he's going to say it again. But here's the thing, there's no maliciousness with it's. There's a different tone when Jet Jeff does it, as opposed to someone else. It's not always, "Ooh, I got you, bitch," and da 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 da. It's not that, and that's where the definition of fun shade comes from. And Jet Jeff has it in spades, where some people, no matter how they try and frame it, it's never fun shade. It always comes off as nasty and malicious and vicious when they try and do it. It just is what it is. Some people got it and some people don't. ElTeddy will be doing his politics and run your mouth and silly Saturdays as per usual. Please look out for times. He will be making announcements if you are in the members only chat where we always pop in, and my messenger be going off all damn day long in my meetings, and my supervisor be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Shout out to the members only chat. Shout out to the members only chat.
I had to explain to my supervisor why my phone kept pinging.
The members only chat is the best kept secret on YouTube. Let's be clear.
Jesus. Also, y'all can continue to catch Loretta doing her pop culture live. She's following Trump in his 34 counts of felony that he has been convicted of. She's following Diddy, and if he's gonna get a grand jury indictment on charges of nefarious things. She's also still continuing to do her commentary with Bishop behind bars. We're waiting for him to appear on a jail TikTok or a jail IG channel. We just waiting on it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Also, she is still doing the Whether You Like It or Not panel. I don't know if they're on a break or a hiatus right now. She is also still following the Love and Marriages, things of that nature, and her reviews on the B Reviews channel. She's going to be starting back up her BookTube channel eventually. She's going to get back to her books and things. And she may even put out a retro review or two if she can find the time. So this has been our rant and review of Chasing Dallas Season 5, Episode 9. If that's your man, he wasn't your man last night. Thank y'all for coming out. We love y'all, and y'all have a great evening. Loretta, hit the button. We done. Amen. May the Lord watch.